One hell of a heater. Second now, able to find one. As he does fall, Envy similarly. Jing setting up that paranoia.
Whoa!
X-Ross holds down M1.
He did everything right, but he still dies.
And he finds him blind. The drone uncleared. Envy known. Frantically trying to sprint away, maybe a pump fake. But either way, Nongshim.
Look at Nongshim.
Scaling in.
Push. It's so good.
Working their way behind him.
Perfect.
Everything
they're doing is perfect.
Ring around the rosy here. Perhaps Minot jumps across the opposite side of mid and will look to try to get this planted at B. Envy
already
has
behind him.
been monstrous for
Paper Rex
in making it this far at the tournament. Can he find that prowess? Can he find that clutch? Take the backside.
No chance.
Plant now to come through. Double approach from main. Recon shocks all available. Envy looking for the first, but he's the one eating the damage. Tucks back away from the recon. RP ready to swing, and Envy manages to strike. Regen shield pushing him back up, reinforcing his health. But X-Ross has the turn, has
Insane timing
the
for
kill.
X-Ross. Insane timing. Well played to X-Ross too. He just held.
Huh?
But
Well
again,
played to X-Ross. He just held.
I mean, Envy tries his darndest, but
that's good.
You have so many ults in this round, and you don't use a single one as Paper Rex.
Perfect tracking.
Beautiful.
It just feels like
Perfect
their mental's
tracking.
gone.
Every bullet
it
hit
just
him.
feels like they're frazzled. They don't have answers. They don't know what to do on this map. You know, sometimes you could come through and surprise opponents, like we saw with T1 last year in Bangkok, but Paper Rex is not that team right now.
We had a pretty good lower bracket run. No?
So you see, the dismay
At the
of
end
the
of the day,
fans,
y'all
they
make the
want
grand finals.
a series. They
End of the day,
want to
top
see
two is still
Paper
top
Rex
two.
be able to push this.
True.
And we lost
give
the
them
better
the money's
team.
worth to give
Like, this
them
is unlucky.
some solid entertainment. Stop this
literally
from
the best
being
team at this event.
a
After this, Nongshim
3-0
has shit
blowout.
on everyone.
Yep.
And it
So
might
it's not
very well
just
come
like,
down to
Nongshim
this
are
right now.
Nice.
They earned
They
it.
actually deserve it.
Point-based win condition, the final timeout call on this map for
Like, it
Paper
sucks
Rex
to
and
lose like this, don't
potentially
get me
of
wrong.
the entire tournament.
But
Just don't know what else to say. They just look off today, and obviously part of that is because Nongshim,
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you supposed to do?
way
You're
they
losing
play
6-1. Like,
is so
you're just getting owned. Every
explosive,
map
so
you
well
load in,
structured, so well
even
thought
if you
out.
win pistol, and Paper Rex just isn't even winning
So
pistols.
many individual players
They're
that have
just
just
owned us.
gone
Like,
absolutely
they're
crazy
better.
for them with huge moments. X-Ross again here in this grand finals. Doesn't look like a rookie at all.
No.
He looks like he belongs.
end of the day, it's true. It's just kickoff.
He absolutely does. There's no doubt about that. Hardly was coming into this tournament, and he very quickly got brushed aside.
5 ults.
7-1-2 at the moment.
9 ults in 1 round.
Crowd will count us down. It's Paper Rex.
I
Another
got
buy. 5 ultimates to try to utilize. Virgin Path's going to be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in, Forsaken,
Sentry.
dead. RP finds him. That might have even been before the
everyone.
cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone going to be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but X-Ross with that Hunter's Fury is able to find a second. Envy and Ching both gone.
2 kills with Sova ult. Ilya? Ilya wiki?
Thing doubles up the kills. Running just a one shot. The spike still needs to be recovered. The drone.
Look where Bob is.
Check
Just down
forward.
top site.
Doesn't clear the corner.
We just need to kill them. That's it. Like, look
And
at
it's
his
just a hair
angle.
off.
The wide
Just
peak to kill
right
him.
above
That's perfect.
the head.
Slowed.
Something
Here
cannot
they come.
find X-Ross. He picks up another 3
It
kills.
is
Perfect.
And Army has the
Perfect.
finisher. And it looks like Paper Rex are completely out of gas, completely out of ideas, and completely out of
Yeah,
hope.
we're gassed. Actually
They're
gassed.
flattened.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing
But
left to say.
Nongshim is by far the best team.
He just watches him go through. Could
So,
just
it
tell
is what it
RB, yeah, he's going up ropes. And then the ping reveals
fully
there.
earned
Oh
this
my
win.
God. What a catch for X-Ross.
No, Alex.
Playing insane.
He is. And it's going to take everything just on the players now for Paper Rex.
look
Finally
how
going to
fucking
invest in
good
Dimensional
they're
Drift here. Try to use it to get a Hunter's Fury to connect, but Tomby's just jumping around.
Just cannot track him down.
Yeah, it's just
Looking for the exit and something fallen.
It's just not
Francis
the day.
forward,
And they know it's a
finding
fake
Envy in
look.
window.
Yep.
Meanwhile, an exact attempt over on the A side of the
It's
map.
just done.
But the Cypher
It's
util is
just
here.
been
The
done.
tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the
Holy
first, gets the
fucking
second, and
dominance.
drops in between.
Nongshim
There's
are
another
shaking
flawless.
on
I can't
that.
even be mad.
Yeah.
Now it's just amusing.
Nongshim
Yeah.
can do no wrong.
This is good valor.
Like, if you're a
from
Paper
Nongshim.
X fan, you
Paper
can't
Rex
even be mad
can
about
do no
this.
good.
Yeah.
There was, like, no hope here.
It's just everything they try is thwarted. The individuals for Nongshim are certainly at championship level, and there's a reason, folks, they haven't dropped a single series yet this year. While they are running this Royal Road,
But what if we, like, come back, though?
and they look to be that first Ascension team to claim a championship.
Boring final?
They are
Nongshim
so
would
well
have
on their way right
obliterated
now.
anyone here. Anybody.
Paper X
They already
doing
did.
a little bit of
Beat
mid
everyone.
exploring a
Who else was there left
hero
to
rifle
beat
for Devi,
for them?
Guardian for something.
Furia?
Sheriffs, Jing with the
What do ya?
bandit.
What do you mention?
Jing's ult, the only one left here. You've cycled through them and you can't find a damn thing. Forsaken on this waylay. Dashes in.
Oh, what a read.
Oh,
What a
Oh, yeah,
read.
it's then.
Ivy just drops down, finds an neural theft. Indy's position now noted. They're just settling a 1-for-1. Conversion path's going to be invested. Forsaken
They
going to
can't
be caught
even
by
let us
that one.
breathe
Makes
for
it around
1
the corner
second.
out to safety, but X-Roth still is able to find something on the exit.
Has anyone missed a shot on this team yet?
Nope.
And all the while, the spike
Did
has
it,
never
did it.
gotten planted. It's Devi completely
Perfect
surrounded.
sandwich, dude. Oh my god. It's
Falls to the
everything actually
wayside.
perfect.
9-1.
Xbox is 12-1? Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll
They're
take the
better in
top
every
two, bro.
respect.
What's the prize money?
They're
Take
so
the money.
aware.
You guys, honestly, Nongshim, you guys deserve
Ivy
the
here.
trophy.
Nongshim deserves this.
Just ready
like,
for
it's
that
not
TP
even,
spot.
No
It's
one
not
else
even
is
close.
more deserving.
As soon as he goes for it.
Yep.
They got it, bro.
And they have all that control, all that awareness off of the ult. They can then
That's a
use the
GG.
convergent pass. It hits
Fuck,
Devi
I know,
as
right?
well. They've got a player watching for something
It's
as he
so-
swings to
the
go
first
back
map was
towards the
close.
jump.
You've lost these before.
It's just
All good, bro. I just
so
woke up
good.
like a
The-
couple
the
of hours
way
ago.
that this team
I
has
was
been
watching
prepared
map 1. It was fairly
Is
close.
incredible. And
Nongshim
you
pulled
just have to
an
tip your
epic
cap to the coaching
comeback.
staff.
Right
And
after
then
the last
map
count,
2,
Fortify,
I didn't even
nearly
watch it,
MVP
bro. I
side,
was
the
watching
crunch
up
attempt from
Counter-Strike,
Nongshim.
trying to
Ends up
play
being a
around with my
mystery.
settings. And then,
Rex.
yeah,
Almost
map
full for
3,
Is spike
fuck,
planted.
look at
Gas
this.
flash
Five
to be sent
players.
down.
What is
Ivy
this,
gonna be
bro?
taken down
Yes.
now. Suddenly, Paper Rex looking decisive.
How's your
in
day
this
so far,
round.
Trevor?
Is X-Ross unable to
Wait,
find
you
a
excited
follow-up?
for,
That leaves just Dambi.
There's no
Excited
wait.
for Monday?
9-3 win pistol?
Before the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually,
What the
won't find
fuck
it.
was
Devi
that?
From down
What the
below will
fuck?
keep Envy alive.
9-3
This is a
win
much
pistol?
needed round for
Are
Paper
we
Rex,
the
but the
ones
best
getting
they can
charity
hope for
rounds now?
yet again is a 9-3 half.
Yeah, this time their answer is to just remember that there isn't much paint
Is
left
that
on
code
those
chat?
W
9-3
keys on the
win pistol?
keyboard.
Can.
Let's put it to good use. Devi wins a big battle in mid there too, and then they just storm forward together. Zombie tries
The only
to
rounds we
find
win is
one,
when they
but
throw.
not
They're
able to
throwing
do
because
it.
they're overconfident. They want it to end quick.
Let's go, bro.
So, like, fuck.
He's got
I also went
Some
back
other
to the
good
gym
ball here for
yesterday,
Paper
like
Rex.
after I streamed. So my body fucking hurts, bro. Like
sell a little bit of a fake towards
sometimes
B,
I
it looks
regret
like
like
Forsaken.
stopping, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Barely able to
Hope
escape.
tomorrow was a good day. Last week
France
was
is not
horrible.
going to be able
Yeah,
to
what
find
happened?
punish from
Why?
this angle, and now suddenly Paper Rex continuing to start to find these reads. The last 2 rounds, work
He's
their
gonna
way
spam the
forward
plant.
into these emptier sites.
Telling you right now, he's gonna spam the plant.
Be still here at
I
tower.
mean, we have a wall in flank.
Tomorrow
Very
will
quick
be
to rotate,
fire
get into
because you
position.
can dictate how your day will go.
Free bomb
Shock
plant.
dart just a hair
At
off.
least.
That one will get a touch of damage
Like
on
you know what they
Envy.
say, right? Control the controllables. Like don't stress
Flash
out
on
too
the
much
back.
over
The
the
flash.
things
We've
that
never
you
been
can
in.
control.
At the ready, the wall going to be tripped. Devi getting the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate. Crashes Dambi, diving forward, landing
Okay.
right in behind Envy.
Bro, what is
Good
this
trades.
gameplay? What the
Good
hell?
trades.
One apiece
Stop
in
playing for you
response.
Were you watching
Oh,
the
yeah.
finals today,
Off to
Trevor?
a wider
Navi
angle.
versus
They're not spamming
Aurora.
it. X-Ross with the counter
Take
spam
that
has
trophy.
it, and they just
Don't even
go.
play second
They
half.
What the fuck is
defuse.
this?
10 to
They just let him
2.
defuse?
Nongshim. They want this done. They want Paper Rex 6 feet under.
There are no answers for this.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Oh, what the fuck happened to our stream? Oh, fuck. Ad break.
Oh,
Fuck. Oh, there we
You
go.
win pistol.
We'll see if they can find it or if
bonus,
Gnome
first gun
continue to be excellent when we come
Maybe.
back after halftime.
I'm on the same page, Trevor. Like,
You know we were on
there's
the attack
some
side, right?
days where you're like, fuck. You know what I
You that
mean?
we were on the way more dominant side of this map, and we just got 10-2.
Yeah, it's ongoing right now, bro. Like, a while ago, I was watching Oni Pixel. The score was 2-1 in favor of Navi, I think.
It's okay to lose belief here.
Red Bull gives
Counter
you
You
strike.
gotta tip your hat. Tip your hat to the boys. Don't
Yeah,
deserve it.
2-1.
Don't get
Navi
next time.
is leading. Right now, they're playing Dust 2, 6-4.
No, the worst part is now people are gonna be like, you're not
Lol.
even invested in the region.
Where is Oni? Let's switch to Oni Pixel for a sec.
He's got one over the top of the smoke. He's taking one from window.
Look at this angle
And here
in the
go
car.
Aurora
All
trying
right,
to
time
march
for
their
some
way up
precise
to the
gameplay.
other side, taken down by
Tactical
Mikaze.
shooter.
And no way in,
Good
surely.
molly, bro.
They're gonna burn Mikaze out, but he's
Wait,
still
what?
standing there.
How
The
the
fire
fuck?
is
God,
really
yo,
much for
yo,
Mikaze.
it's actually so
Not
one-sided right
forced
now.
at all. 7 rounds for Navi.
Dad, it's about to be tournament time, bro. Now
Bro, look at the crowd. What the
They're
hell?
already celebrating.
Looking like they're gonna grab an 8th round here in the first half.
No, wait!
This last round is going to be critical
No,
for
wait.
Aurora, but more so I think is going to be this halftime
Fuck, I
break,
need
the
water, bro.
conversation
What the
they
fuck
have
is
there.
now we?
Me too, I've been drinking too much beer.
Now
It very
we-
much feels inside the server.
I'm
even
out
though
of
the
this
scoreline
guy,
is any
bro.
kind of a blowout. It feels like Navi is
Jinxie?
completely comfortable. 3 rounds
Yes.
in a row.
You buy water, no?
Fourth
Is
round
tap water
round
drinkable or not? Like for you, or like why bottled water? Because my whole life I drank tap water, and Chet says like that's why I am the way I am. But you drink. Yeah.
I buy water.
Oh,
I buy
wait,
water.
good flood.
Why? Is it better?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I
Navi
think it
through.
tastes better. I think it tastes better. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Not really tap water, kind of. but
Wait,
like,
what is he doing?
bro,
Right click?
tap water
Jumping
kinda
right
tastes
click?
like somebody dropped a coin in it, bro.
Okay, wait, in America it does. In America it tastes like a fucking pool. Where every time when I order the fucking Pepsi Max in
No
America,
way he
bro,
wins
and it
this,
came out
right?
of these stations,
Mikaze,
GG, it tastes like a fucking
1v3.
swimming pool. Full chloride. Tell them to fix that, please, bro.
No, he is.
Maybe one.
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
No way he wins
Can
this.
actually win this.
This is where he did it
No,
yesterday
no,
on
no,
these
no, no,
box
no, 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 no.
Wait, he has no ammo,
What
Jinxie.
the
5 bullets. Goes for the reload, Zubao. Perfectly isolates the fucking 1v1s. Oh!
Oh my god, what
It's
the
so
fuck was
over.
that?
Jinxie, that's an unheard of 1v3. Unheard of. Holy fuck!
Bro,
In
I
no
don't-
fuck was
fucking
that?
world that should
Yo,
have been
yo.
winnable. In
Alright,
no
enough.
world, bro.
Let's see, maybe Paper X can do that shit? Bro, they're so quiet here. Why is the crowd so quiet?
Tied over there.
Maybe because it's a demolition job right now.
Watching the rotations. So Paper X
Alright,
gonna get
someone
their own.
do a 1v3, just like in CS a while
Still
ago.
here. Base now doubled up.
What the fuck
Forsaken
was
may
that?
be able to find
Hey,
another.
Jason. What are you down to
3v5.
ace?
Triple
Gongshim
peek.
bringing the spike across, ready to get the plant, but Paper X are in pole position.
I know,
The flood
I
retake.
know. W round.
Oh, Stabby now down. X-Ross able to find one. Continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second. Looks for that
Look
guy.
at
Takes him
X-Ross.
so really low.
Oh my god.
But a couple kills
Actually,
elude him.
perfect
And
movement.
Paper X, they managed to persevere.
It was desperately needed. And a really good mid-round call here by Forsaken to gather the
He's
reinforcements,
actually moving.
to catch that extra player.
It's really quiet right now.
There's no way they bring
Well
this
timed.
back,
Chat, what can
bro.
we do?
This right here,
Can't
10
get
and
hyped.
Get some
3.
extra guns
Unless
to deal with Francis. That gives them a huge 5v3 advantage, which they kind of ended up needing. Still some signs of life. The heartbeat is
I
there.
believe. I think
Feels like
Paper
it's
X
in
will win.
fibrillation for Paper X.
18 and 4.
Gongshim wants to seemingly get pretty aggro right into this outlaw. That dart, though, doesn't clear him.
Something able to find the first shot.
At least
Cannot
you can get
connect with the
instant
second. Does back away. X-Ross is grabbing up the orb. Vice wall right around the corner is the Vice himself is Divine. So waiting for this push. Ivy would love
Bring this back.
to have him swing into him.
Yeah, it would be the
Barrel
greatest
stuff with
comeback
that
of all
bandit.
time.
Devi might just be giving him that opportunity, and he has.
It's just not happening.
Ivy has the kill, and now the Spectre in hand. Francis still hovering around A main as Forsaken. He ends up getting red! Played it too patiently, and X-Ross cleans him up with the classic. Suddenly Nongshim, the player advantage, the plant to come through.
They have a favorable post plant from that.
Francis,
look at where Ivy is.
Getting caught. Spot on the Jing.
Yep, doesn't die here either.
Over.
He lives here.
Towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy still fighting.
That
Spectre put to good use. Francis fighting his way out of a corner. Jing gone. And suddenly there is just nothing more for something to do. They will not give him the chance. They will not give him the opportunity. They will not give him the mercy.
Now I no longer believe. Oh my god.
It's just relentless.
That is a humbling fucking.
There's no stopping them. They have every read right here. He checks below. I mean, their mental is incredible. The discipline that they are showing.
20 and
checking every twist and turn, every corner, every possibility. Again, the understanding of negative map space.
It's the most casual fist bump between two coaches in a grand final that I have ever seen.
How good this must feel for Silkanon after having to grind through Ascension 2 years in a row to get here. Sungmin joining with him. Yeoman as well, a former player, joins the staff, and they have just got these guys on another level, on another planet.
Refract out, Downbeat not going to be suffering that much damage. Just down at 79 is now the Hunter's Fury opened up. Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but Devi with a nice shot will be able to find Ivy. Quick little pause, not exactly where you wanted to go. But does it end up just being a brilliant fake? Either way, Downbeat finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated. Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Downbeat has three, and Nongshim have match point.
They're indomitable. Absolutely indomitable. They do everything right, and all Alex can do is shake his head. He knows where this is at.
Lost to the better team.
Oh, Dombey. The pre-fire through the smoke even. Beautiful saturate once again. So good with those today. His waylay has been really impactful.
Ascension
I'm not even mad about
setting up big kills.
It just sucks that this had to be a grand final
looking for Ivy here.
Like this, you know? Just like, no.
Literally everybody.
Nothing to get me going.
No back and forth.
Excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still going to be able to find one.
Just Valorant, I guess. What are you going to do?
Jing eventually putting him down, but not before also suffering heavy damage. Something now eliminated. And it feels like this series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out Devi.
Just take it, man.
This is just Jing, now Forsaken, blinded up, hunted down, and killed. 13-3, 3-0. Paper Rex have gone extinct, fossilized, turning to oil.
How are they that much better than everyone at the event?
They shit on
From premiere to perfection.
Nongshim shit on everyone.
Of chaos have new favored sons.
That might have been, yeah, that's the most nonchalant win I have ever seen.
Falls at the hands of Nongshim Red Force. Ascension to elation. They have done it. Unbelievable. And RB gets there. He gets a title.
It sucks, but now I just hate
being
that
on the Vision Strikers on the DRX teams. Spending years in China. Now he has a trophy of his own.
Probably done this to fucking anybody.
The second for Paper Rex not to be found. Not on this day. Perhaps in the future.
You just gotta give it to Nongshim that they are insane.
They will walk past that trophy, but they will not be sated by it. Nongshim Red Force, undefeated throughout the year. The damn near perfect run, hardly ever dropping maps on this road.
Literally got
X-Ross maybe?
They would.
4 rookies on the global stage. And RPS, they're gone.
They
truly got
too
to it.
pride.
They are your masters, Santiago champions. 938 days
Russell went
since that
fucking
man in the
crazy.
middle
Plus 32
was on a global
so far.
stage.
Everyone on
And now
Paper
he
Rex
lifts
is
the
negative,
trophy
bro.
aloft.
So RB's one, Stacks is one from the original DRX team. Mako hasn't won yet. That's
It's just so impressive how deep this team actually is. How they've had to fight. How they've had to struggle
Yeah,
to
I'm playing
find their
after, like,
identity.
Yeah.
And they leaned
I'll go
into
next.
what got them
Good night,
into
Trevor.
Tier 1 in the first
You
place.
take care.
Dambi
Good
on
luck
the
on Monday.
neon.
You're gonna
Fantastic
own it,
plays
bro.
behind that.
Fucking smash Monday, bro.
Coaches lifting the
Go smash
trophies.
next week.
How great this must feel for
forgot
them.
about Zest.
The trials and tribulations and the moment of triumph. Unbelievable. Our first ever Ascension team
Nice try in
to
a sense
lift
that
a global
it was a
trophy.
good lower
Our
bracket
first
run.
Ascension
This
team
game,
and our
they just
first
got
Premier
obliterated.
team.
More so well
Something that we
played,
are not
like,
likely going to
deserved
see
it.
for quite
much
some
better.
time, but I would love to
Sucks,
be
but
proven
it's okay.
wrong on that front. I hope that this
Okay.
run
Honestly
Care.
though, what do you think about
Have a
the
good day.
inspires
I
those
think
out there
event
who
overall
have the
had
drive,
bangers
who
of
have the confidence to believe in
Every
themselves to make
The
a
grand
event
final
like
was the
this,
most boring
because
match
it is
of them all.
possible.
Yeah.
We had a good event still.
We were spoiled
But
by
what
so
a
many
feeling
good
this must
matches
be.
Yeah.
that we expected the grand final to also be like that.
Yeah.
To
Fuck is
never
Yeoman
have
here?
been able
Is
to
it
square
called
off with
Yeoman?
Paper Rex
Or sorry,
and to
the
absolutely
bracket before the
rinse them.
tournament,
Oh, they
Yeah.
triple elimination
obliterated
bracket
them.
was even more insane.
This
Yeah,
is
kickoff?
a master class.
Kickoff bracket all the way
And
into
this
this
is a
land was
team that
insane.
you don't feel
Yeah.
like is going anywhere
Most games I
anytime
watched were
soon.
good.
It's not going to
True.
get any easier in stage 1.
Good event, bad
Rip the
final.
knee out if you want. I don't think it's going to do
I
a
mean,
damn
guaranteed
thing.
that's just the truth.
And
Geo,
W
man.
crowd.
It's not what
what
Event
Cody's
itself was
capable
good,
of.
crowd
The
was
raise
good,
on the jet
casting
on
was
the
good,
waylay as
observing
well.
is dog shit because Priest is there.
This is a squad to
Chat
be
was
feared.
good
This is
for
a
the most
squad
part. Honestly, chat,
to
you guys
look
were pretty
forward to
awesome.
Easy, you know?
Bro, but it's just, you can only come from like a 2-foot radius.
For Aurora. And that's the strategy.
I like
that
mid
Cody
better.
picked out
Like,
and
I like
said,
mid
this is
better
what's
than
gonna bring
long.
us back. This is the only thing that can.
On AK in the Zantaras' hands. He's actually just peeking out that, confirming that they're being watched at long. So going to allow those 3 AKs to be taken over into the next round here for Na'Vi. Okay, so an AWP is coming through.
Just a quick taste, just a little appetizer for what Aurora's defense is going to look like. And now that Blade and Alexi both know that the double op setup is the chosen strategy, might see a little bit more aggression towards the bomb sites. 3 players towards upper B. Makaze joining up with them a little bit late. Alexi in middle. They want to break in and lock the ops out. But that smoke kind of ruins their plans. So we adjust. Alexi's been brought down low in the meantime, 23 HP, so he might spend this round being more passive, watching flanks, watching for lurks. Commanding from the rear. They've got mid control, nobody's peeking. And they've got all the advantages in terms of utility. 3 defenders at this B bomb site. Wakati is off back platforms, Antares at cars, Soulfly pushing up behind the smoke. That leaves Major and Woxic alone over at A. Woxic's been excellent in this series with the AWP. This is a lot to ask for. And they still haven't moved. Aurora can assume they know what's coming. It looks like they have a good idea, but nobody's cheating.
There's the grenade going around the corner and blasts Alexi B out. Matcher on the hunt for a second and third follow-up. Matcher just cuts out Na'Vi this round.
Yeah, that's actually relatively okay. Nice shot. That's fast from Wonderful. That felt very sloppy for a Na'Vi round. Ima's going to try and open things up.
Oh.
Wonderful instead.
Hold
Don't
on.
let it fall apart. There's 12 seconds on the clock.
And there's only one B player. They're coming to Soulfly. They're coming at him right now. Oh, Wonderful's got the read. Soulfly holds on. So it's Wonderful for a clutch. This would be the ace. It's an incredible grand final. He knows he's got a chance, but it's the time is the problem, and he couldn't get the kill and made sure that he stayed hidden inside of the site. Soulfly does a great job at staying composed there and not exposing himself to Wonderful.
Yeah, that was critical. Really well done from Soulfly. I'm not sure what the call was. It felt like when that third Molotov came out, they were like, all right, there's just a lot of people here. Screw it, we'll fall back. And unfortunately, they're just completely exposed to Major while they're chucking out this fake and trying to emergency drop into a mid to B split. But Aurora will take each and every one of those rounds. It doesn't matter. No matter how ugly, no matter how easy, no matter if it's a mistake by Na'Vi or a win for Aurora, they just need rounds at this point.
Well, sending the Deagle into the lower tunnels. Ricardia handles Immo without issue. And Madru making sure that it's Wonderful to fall next. So Na'Vi just collapsing in this round. He's trying to stabilize some of that money as well here for Aurora.
When does this start getting too close for comfort if you're Na'Vi? 11-7 right now, 4-round lead. This round you'll be able to buy. You can get the op over to Wonderful if Alexi wants to pass it on. And he will.
Timeout for Na'Vi, the final timeout in regulation.
I don't think it's panic yet. I think it's the final timeout to prevent that mode, prevent that from feeling closer, right? Blade's like, I'm gonna call it right now when we have 4 rounds to play with. I don't want to call a timeout when we're already in trouble. Wants to prevent them from getting into the situation. No more double up on the CT side. Wakadia never picked the second one back up, so it's only Woxic. But these last 2 rounds played on the T side for Na'Vi looked sketchy, disorganized, and Aurora had their way with them. So out of the timeout, Alexi's gonna put Blade's plans into action. AK-47s to surround the op, going into a full buy of this CT side.
I don't mind
Aurora's
Trevor.
comeback feels well and truly underway.
But you gotta get some sleep though.
Yeah, Soulfly weakened. Instantly some favorable damage for Na'Vi. Tentative for the time being. No one moving their way into middle from either side. Eventually Na'Vi gonna start moving that way with a Molotov to prevent any aggression towards short.
And now taking control with utility. Xantares hears this, the sound cues of cat control. Rotates back, a little bit of a Molotov to delay things, but Makaze's already gonna be past it. And the myriad of fakes trying to pull the defense in different places is coming in. Mid to B smoke takes Xantares off the boxes, which gives Makaze the freedom at least close up to make a play. He's got the op at a deep angle, and that Molotov's gonna force him forward. Oh, perfect flash.
Yeah, Makaze gonna dive down, and now a threat towards CT spawn. It is the time here for Na'Vi, 30 seconds.
I'm assuming Xantares heard that.
You see Woxic's coming to check for it. Oh, Makaze's got his kill. Xantares taken away. Bit also following up, so the pressure's on Woxic. And decapitation inside of the site, going back to the long fight, but he's missed that one. And now Wakadia and Soulfly trying to prevent Series Point from going against him. And it's just Soulfly that can do that. He's coming back through short. Bit has got 3 kills already, and he's still got Wonderful right beside him, but Soulfly has put himself in a winnable 1v1.
Yeah, that smoke from Wonderful was really, really weak. Kind of ruined Bit's day. But it was the Na'Vi, the newest addition to Na'Vi at the end of the first half. Now you got the rookie, the newest addition to Aurora, who's going to have a crack at a clutch.
He's low HP. When does Wonderful think that he's repositioned up towards the spawn? And now he's starting to think about it. Okay, Wonderful's got it. And Na'Vi have reached tournament point. 12-7 here on Dust 2. Plenty of chances for Na'Vi to close this one out.
Oh yeah, that timeout from Blade puts a really good work, good effect. Tough for Woxic, just the worst timing for him to go and try and help Xantares out towards CT spawn. As soon as he slides into the open, the hit begins, and then he's scrambling to recover the situation. Once again, when a round is needed, Aurora switches into the double up. It opened up this half with the win, and the Turkish side is praying it's going to keep their dreams alive.
Woxic with the advanced angle, dropping Mikaze. Thinning out the herd straight away. Good flash. Macho spraying away, but taken down.
Look at the damage he did to both of them without getting a single kill. Dinks Ema brings him down to 10, does damage a bit down to 18. Still up in the air for this round.
Got the information that Soulfly's pushed into the tunnels. How did Na'Vi deal with that? So Soulfly's actually backed away, so Wonderful's going to get that information.
I'm interested how Bit's going to play long at the moment, just kind of creeped out of blue box, so he's going to stay patient, look for the reaggress, but at some point, does he turn into a lurk? Does he want to take some attention and be the aggressor to activate this B hit? First things first, they got to get past Soulfly, and he's going to drop a Molotov. Ema can't run through that.
Oh, but he's got picked off. Na'Vi! Oh, Wonderful's actually killed Ema. A team kill in the mix. Is that a sign of life here? Wakadia right through the wall bang.
Okay, you got to wait for Bit to play next.
Yeah, and he has. Around the back, takes his kill. That's Woxic down. But now Zantares and Wakadia trying to keep their team in it.
How do you connect the pieces? This is so much time that Wonderful has to play alone.
Yeah, but he's moved in. He heard the jumping. Up towards window, missed shot from Wonderful. And Bit is so far away from this one. Needed to land that one for Wonderful. And now with the time and the bomb dropped inside of the site, it's a fortress that Bit just can't penetrate.
Yeah, you can see he's just looking on the ground for any smoke, any nade that's been stockpiled. And AWP as well is recovered, so Bit gets out of here, making the best of a bad situation. Almost a very cool round as Wonderful felt like that AWP was going to bring it right back. And Major desperately trying to get these guys all lined up for one last push. Once again, the double op setup buys him a lifeline. A single round here. (12-8) into round 21. And for Na'Vi, it's an op on Wonderful that was saved and pistols. No money in the bank.
Well, Aurora going to hear that AWP ring out and wonder what have Na'Vi managed to put together here. What kind of buy will they bring to the battle? Aurora keeping their double op setup. Wakadia was looking towards mid. Just as Wonderful steps into the angle, he moves off. Zantares is the man hoping that he can shut this gap in mid.
Yeah, if you're Na'Vi, you can use these pistols to bait, take some attention. You want Wonderful's op. He has had the hot hand all day.
And they cross into the open. Zantares is going to be taken down, and yep, that's the Wonderful op chiming in.
And that's the exact trade Na'Vi's looking for. You can have the Glock player with no armor. We'll take your M4 and CT spawn. Ema and Alexi looking for the reaction out long. The typical reaction, that long player swings a little bit when the mid to B is pressured. Now they're going to cross, but the smoke is fading. They got to make it in quick.
Yeah, Wakadia got caught out of position. He's got a USP. He's going to go down. All of a sudden, it's Soulfly, and he's only got an MP9. Wonderful taking Woxic down. And have Na'Vi done it in this round?
35 seconds. They didn't spot Major on the flank, but he hears the footsteps.
With an AWP and pistols, Na'Vi. Oh, and missed one from Wonderful. They're back in it again here. Aurora, Soulfly holding on, and Alexi B, he's just got a Glock, and Soulfly will bring him down. So Wonderful nailing shots, just not the one that mattered there.
He had that one in the previous round where it felt like it was a shot he was going to hit. That's back-to-back rounds, but he's had an otherwise stellar day. Just weird seeing him miss the ones that feel easy. That kill on Major would have been the deciding kill in this round, I feel, but Major gets away with one.
12-9. A buy returns here for Na'Vi, but this time they do not have the Wonderful AWP. It's going to be 4 rifles, one of which a Galil and a MAC-10 for Bit. It's not ideal for Na'Vi.
No, but I mean, look at what they just did with an AWP and pistols, you know? You could scrape it together here. The MAC-10 almost able to find a kill. Brings Zantares down very low, and Mikaze doesn't want him to get away. He'll take the Molotov damage for the chance of just cleaning up the kill.
So 5v4 for Aurora. Win this round, Na'Vi won't have much money. And this will likely fall to the final round of regulation. Aurora staying in it, but they're coming at the B-bomb site. They're coming at Soulfly. And he's going to be waiting on the back of the platform. He can call for Wakadia to come help him with the AWP. But once again, it is the rookie tested. Lurk smoke trickles on out. Utility at the ready. And here come Na'Vi. battering down the B bomb site. Wakadia is committed into the bomb site. Soulfly's dead. Can Na'Vi do it here and now? Wakadia feeling the pressure, losing teammates, and Na'Vi are into the site. Seconds away from the trophy lift. Woxic and Magic have to pull off a retake. But once again, it is heartbreaking a final for this Turkish squad. But 2 big kills from Madra, and now Wonderful.
How fitting.
The player who's been stepping up all day long. The final kill, and Wonderful secures it. It'll be Na'Vi making the most of this opportunity. Vitality absent, a new title lifter in 2026. And Na'Vi make the most of their chance.
Well, they said at the end of the year they felt the potential in this lineup, and they're rewarded here today for this moment, and a big hug from Makaze. MVP level performance.
Now, first international trophy,
Exos has a
first
higher
bracelet,
rating,
MVP
well, because of
award
this
also,
trash, right?
and
Before that it was
all
Dandy.
these people chanting and screaming your name.
이제 첫 국제 대회 우승 트로피에 MVP까지 가져가게 됐거든요. 그리고 모든 팬분들이 담비 선수의 이름을 연호하고 있습니다. 지금 기분이 어떠신가요?
일단 MVP를 받게 될 줄 몰랐는데 받게 돼서 너무 좋고 솔직히 저가 잘해서 받았다기보단 저희 팀이 다 같이 잘해줘가지고 받은 MVP라 생각해가지고 너무 기분이 좋습니다.
Well, honestly, I didn't think that I was going to be the MVP, but it feels amazing. But I think this MVP bracelet, it's not just for me, it's for the whole team because we all stepped up and played so well. So it feels incredible to be the MVP and
To be
also
fair,
have
Dambi
people
did
cheering on for
good
us.
in the group stage and the playoffs, but in the finals it was Zach Saros fucking killing everyone, right? But anyway, it's tournament MVP for sure, not finals MVP. You already guessed it yesterday. Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow. Maybe same time. Or maybe like 8 a.m. Singapore time.
Like it's not even like, you know, he's not a Chilean player or anything. They're still showing hella support.
Y demostraron que la TAM se vive con pasión. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for every day seeing and watching this amazing sport.
Bro one-tricked his way into absolute dominance.
Makaze, tell me some of that emotion, man. You've got confetti flying everywhere. There's people in here screaming.
They were all rooting for Paper
They love watching you play. How do you feel?
Well, I'm feeling insane good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about playing against Aurora today. Did they put up the fight you expected?
Yes, they played good, but we shoot hard also. It was our day and we just destroy them.
And that is the way it goes sometimes. Bit said there's no vitality here. Blade, I'm going to ask you this, man. I know you've already prepped your next Instagram post. I know it's ready to go. It's already drafted. Tell me, how do you feel in this moment? Are you proud of your boys?
Amazing. Yes, I'm really proud because it was important for us to give everyone some win because we, for a long time, it's our trophy. And I'm really proud that we now finally have a positive sign in our path.
You guys like Blade? Damn right you do. Champions. Gentlemen, is there anything you'd like to say? You're the victors. No? Hey, the quiet type over there. Let's do just that. Makaze, take the honors. Go sign that lens for me, buddy. The champions of ESL Pro League Season 23, Na'Vi!
Blade said they've had to wait a damn long time, and that they have. 518 days to be exact since Na'Vi's last Tier 1 Counter-Strike trophy. And for Makaze, the new gun on this squad, his first trophy at a Tier 1 level, and a crazy performance, Janko, here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So Na'Vi taking care of business, Bit said it, Vitality isn't here. Some other teams were though, but they also sort of didn't live up to the expectations, the likes of Mouse and Team Spirit and in the absence of all those teams. Na'Vi rose through the ranks and got the job done.
In fact, they're coming from online. They're in a 2-2 game, right? They had to get past 3D Max just to get to this portion and then able to run through the Mongols' foot and then Aurora here in the grand final. Very fitting to have Wonderful close things down there in that almost Madja attempt on that B retake. Wonderful was clutch all day. And that's the level of performance that you hope to get out of this kid time and time again.
And I love that sentiment from Blade as well. The fact that this is a trophy that they need to be really instilling confidence going towards 2026. Sure, as we've talked about, no Vitality, no Falcons at this very tournament, but you can only beat the teams that are in front of you. And this was a great display from
I think that's key, right? Seizing the opportunity. Mausen's Spirit couldn't do it. They came into this bracket. It's meant to be wide open for that grand final. And Na'Vi have played some class Counter-Strike throughout. And I think you take a look at something with Makazi coming from the Academy roster, comes straight in. He's been, what, 8 months within this team, and they've found this level of success. Sure, it's going to come with those caveats we just discussed, but he plays like a top-tier player. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and I think it's important, you know, caveats aside, two things. First of all, Wonderful had a really strong playoffs and an incredible grand final, right? And if he can be somewhat more consistent, he's had good tournaments last year too. You know, the Major, Cologne was good for him. Right, so that would mean a lot in terms of the firepower, which is something that Blade was vocal about too, as something that is perhaps holding them back. And second of all, just being able to, with the pressure of the playoffs and you being the favorite in a lot of these matchups, to sort of justify that and win still with pretty good margins. I think it's important for this Na'Vi team.
I think that's key about the margins here. You look at the series overall, they lose Anubis, sure. I feel like they could have even won that map. Sure, they had to draw it back, but the other three are pretty dominant. And the scoreline down the end here, you can see Madja attempting to try and bring a little fire into the team with round after round they were winning, but all in all, it was Na'Vi's to close. The fact they almost won that Eco with the saved AWP was telling you just how tense it was for Aurora on the other side. A bit looking like a bit of a baller there with a trophy over his shoulder. But yeah, you hope this is what unlocks them now, because we're looking at a scene that needs to find itself being more competitive to take down that of Vitality.
100%.
If Na'Vi can put themselves in that conversation, right, we're adding another name to that list, which is, at the moment, Yanko, I would say dwindling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's problematic, right? And it's up to Na'Vi, who have always been a team that's been able to do more with less, right? Like, they do not have the superstars. They're not touted as one of those teams. They're touted as a team that plays very good Counter-Strike,
nice
fundamentally sound, tactically very sound, and is just able to, has a very high floor and is able to grind out some of these games to come out on top.
It feels like with Makazi over the JL roster, right? And I understand position changes, but they have a more consistent crowbar. They have a man who loves to get stuck in with the aggression, but he's not over-peaking. He's not taking... Like, the fact he was that 1v4 clutch as well, right? He's put himself in the shot window, not only as an opener, but as a closer. And it's great to see that class-level Counter-Strike as the celebrations come in. So congratulations to Na'Vi. They add another EPL trophy to that list.
100%. Just as a fan of pure mechanical Counter-Strike as well. I know Bit isn't necessarily in contention for the MVP here, but I'm really happy to see him back in winning form as well, because if you're just a pure Counter-Strike enjoyer, that's the kind of Bit you want to see.
It feels like the franchise player over there, right? Everyone flirting with, oh, you know, roster changes here, roster changes there. Bit's one that I think the Na'Vi are going to make sure they keep their hands on. And great to see the celebrations there, but on that other side, emotions from Aurora. They were doing their best to try and stay in it, but this is a tough battle for them. Steps have been taken, but Na'Vi are your champions.
Well, we all have our suspicions, and it is time to find out just who will be our DHL MVP.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the world, your DHL MVP is Makazi! Yo, Makazi, you keep trying to take this trophy before it's time, man. Why?
I'm excited. It's my first.
Understood. So you're the DHL MVP. You and Na'Vi come all the way to a grand final. There's a lot of question marks about Na'Vi, this, that, or the other, but you guys do it here. How do you feel?
I'm feeling good.
And thank you, or just good?
Just good.
Just good. All right, cool. Well, that's your DHL MVP. It's Makazi.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling damn good in this very moment. A couple of EVPs to his name, but this is his first MVP taken home with him. And yeah, a huge step in a direction for the newest player from Na'Vi, who we didn't know exactly how he was going to fit into the roster, but you're so right, Chad. He's not a liability, incredibly gifted player.
It's so funny, right, with just how green he is. Yeah, I'm excited, you know. It's cute to see because some of these younger faces, they're coming out on these stages and they're just doing the thing they love, which is play Counter-Strike, right? And there's not a lot of bravado necessarily in the interviews, but there is in the server, and that's what we take away from this, right? How do these players handle themselves? He's with an experienced roster, a major winning team. He's come up from the academy, right? And he's able to be the star player to lift a trophy like this. And when you put yourself in the shoes and you think how that must feel, yeah, I'm sure it is good. I think there's probably a lot more words he wishes he could use to express himself there, but yeah, congratulations.
Maybe even very good. Yeah, but I think obviously it's been a meteoric rise for Makaze, right? Even in the Na'Vi Junior days, he was the standout performer, then moves over to the main roster and has impact pretty much straight away, right? Which culminates here at ESL Pro League with an MVP performance. And yeah, that Na'Vi Academy, man, they're onto something.
Yeah.
Bit, Monesi, Makaze, right? Not too shabby.
100%. For the likes of Aurora on the other side of things, so you touched upon it, Chad, when we saw the medals going around their necks. Wakadia immediately taking off that second place. This has got to be, you know, a really tough moment for you because, I mean, on both sides of the equations, right? We were saying this is set up for either to be taking the trophy, but yet again for Aurora, slipping through their fingers.
It's all these moments where these players take off these medals, man. It's like, how many more finals do you think you're going to be in with Kadia also?
It's in the moment, right?
I understand. It's like everyone's frustrated that you didn't win, but whoever did this, Simple did it first, of course.
Yeah, fair.
Which is like, you know, makes sense for him and for the situation that he was in. But these players need to maybe think it through a little bit more before they go for it, right? Like, you should be appreciative of the run that you've had and how deep you've been able to go in the tournament, their case specifically, with the roster change and everything. They put up a good fight. They just were outmatched today. Nothing to be ashamed of.
But he has been in that situation a lot of times.
Well, not in the finals, right? This is, and especially in this environment.
Did they give out medals for 5th to 8th?
This is where you take a look. In the moment, you can understand, right?
Yeah.
You can understand the emotions because these are competitors that we're talking about. You either win or it's nothing.
Yeah, you want to be the best in the world.
Exactly. So in the moment, in a series, they're in the best of 5. They had some chances, but they also had a lot of clutches that they lost. A lot of situations that I think in review, you would win. But you talk about the pressure, and the pressure is the stress, and the stress, right? It's going to make you make choices or lack of choices that you normally would be having with ease. So extremely frustrating in the moment. And one for Madja, I think for an in-game leader, his level of output and the rounds he's helping them win is great. He's also trying to be that emotional talisman for the team. Whereas you have to really look at the star of Turkish Counter-Strike for all this time and look at the last 2 maps and think, where was he? I think it was 12 kills over 2 maps, and he's meant to be the superstar from that region. And in games like this is where you make a name for yourself, and that's where you really reinforce what you're meant to be. And this is obviously disappointing for Aurora because, sure, we go 30,000 feet. We take a look in a couple days. You sit and go, these are great steps. They had some wins on a stage. They did it in an environment where they traditionally struggled, and now they made it to the grand final. They had some good wins, some gritty wins. But right now it's going to
You can argue, I mean, Dust 2, they lose both pistols and Zentaris has 8 frags, right? Like, and they lost on 1v4 to Makaze. Like, that's it. That's the map for you, right? Like, and then you can look back and say, oh, if we just played a little bit better individually, if we had a slightly better start, we might have been able to take this into a 5th. And we were talking about the maps. It was always going to be a struggle on Mirage and Nuke for them against Na'Vi.
I'm hoping that something like this win for Na'Vi and even the steps taken from Aurora starts to elevate them within the top 10. And I don't mean rankings, I mean in terms of competitive pecking order. Right? Vitality's at the top. I think Furia is still somewhere in that conversation, even though they've been on a bit of a downtrend. But Maus are starting to slip further and further. Right? G2, okay, now they're in a different orbit. They've just had a roster change. So the status quo is shifting, and you wonder if this marks the pivot point in the season. Blade spoke about it, important to get a win like that to show that they are growing, they are evolving. And when we spoke about Maus or Spirit having to take the opportunity to win the trophy while Vitality's not here, those teams couldn't do it while Na'Vi could. So is this the opening of the door for Na'Vi in the season to be much more competitive? Do we see them in more finals? Only time will tell. But if they play Counter-Strike where Wonderful's looking clutch and Makazi's on point and you get that 3rd string, maybe it's an Imma map, maybe it's a bit map, there's opportunities for this team to be much more competitive throughout.
Just need a deeper map pool to be really able to contend. I think that's what's holding them back as well at the moment. And I don't know, for these contenders, it seems like they just take turns. Who's going to be good at one tournament and all the other teams won't. It was Furia who did it in Krakow, right? And in Cluj, it was no one really. Paravision, you know, kinda, right? But everyone else didn't show up. Spirit wasn't even there. Kinda didn't even arrive here, really. Like that was 5 weeks between LAN matches for Spirit. For them to be super deflated, why did they pick to be Team A in the veto? Like, tell me these things. Like all these geniuses out there, you know, who are telling me, well, Hali was Coach of the Year last year. It's like, all right, cool.
Somehow you make it about that in this very moment. I love you, Yanko. Never change. Either way, Aurora going home with the silver medal. So let's get a few closing thoughts, courtesy of Major and Trace.
It's the unfortunate part of the show where we do say goodbye to Aurora. They will be finishing ESL Pro League in second place behind that of Navi. Major, so graciously joining me here at the end of the road. Let's talk about it, Major. What happened in the series in your own mind?
I think we lost 2 maps that generally we don't play very good, so it was normal for me. Like I told to my boss after 1-2, like we lose Mirage and Nuke, and for me it was okay, but we have to win Dust 2 and Inferno. But I feel like after losing Nuke, the team mentally we are a little shut down, you know. We had not the same energy on Dust 2, and the body language and the face, maybe you can show it from outside. I try my best to fire up everything, but I didn't have energy enough because I was also focusing on myself, trying to good calling, etc. So I tried to do my best, but heartbroken, yeah.
A lot of tough situations in the game. You know, for your lineup, they're not held as like one of the longest standing, longest running. Everybody should know exactly how they work in the server or not work in the server. You've got young guys like Soulfly who are just making stage appearances, right? So tell me a little bit about the growth that you see with Aurora at this point.
Yes, when you talk about big pictures, I think we're doing better and better, but like I feel like deja vu, you know. But the first time it's hurt, but this time hurt more. I don't know why, and that's all I can say.
I think because if there's a time to beat Navi, it's probably right now.
Huh?
I think if there's a time to beat Navi, it's probably about right now, right? That's probably why it hurts.
Yeah, it was I think the biggest chance that I have to win a trophy like against them, generally. But I really give everything I have, but it was not enough. And thank you for my teammate also. We all give our best, but sometimes don't happen, you know. And that's life.
Major, this is that part of the show where you can say wherever you want, man. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I'm very sad, heartbroken also because my family, my kids was watching, and my wife, all my family. I'm sorry for them. Aslan, Defne, Ceren, size çok seviyorum. I will try to be happy so they're not... I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Good deal, man.
I appreciate the words, as always, coming out of Major there. Just to go back to his first question as well, or the first answer, would you rather, just in terms of the having to do it all. It sounded like that's what he felt like in this game,
like
right? Managing the guys, having to carry that emotional level, having to call the tactics as well.
We touched on it at the start of the series, right? And I feel that a lot of emotion, at least in the positive sense, is spent trying to G up Xantares, and when he has 2 absolute stinkers back-to-back, right, you could see it on Wakadia, right? Not the medal being taken off, but coming into these games, he's after pissed around lost, got head in hand, and I think right there, the mental was something that we have definitely discussed a lot of with Aurora. What are we clapping, Yanko?
Round of applause for Team Liquid and $6,500 in prize money for
every little helps.
18th place in the tournament.
At least them losing here has them change roster. That's a positive.
How many times is Aurora going to lose a game in the playoffs before they realize they cannot afford to be emo after a loss during the series? Like how many times
the series,
am I going
yeah,
to
but
hear like,
some
oh,
players
I was fine. Like we're sitting here saying it's okay. Like it makes sense for them to lose Mirage and Nuke. Major knows it. You're still in the game. You have a decent chance on Dust 2, on Inferno. Oh, but everyone got emo after Nuke. It's like people didn't have good energy for Dust 2. It's like these 2 maps you actually have a pretty good shot on. Like you can be still competitive in this final, and then like we run out of energy. Aurora, you do not have the luxury of not having energy, having bad vibes, because you don't have superstars who can bail you out. Like, you need to do it as a team. You need to have that camaraderie in the lineup. Like, you need to be picking yourself up, hyping each other up, because you need to be more than the sum of your parts. And if they haven't understood that by this point, they never will.
I don't know if they have a mental coach, right? I think that's one of the things that
they need a mental team.
But this is it. They need to have somebody.
They need the
on
Avengers of sports psychology.
It is so obvious to see, right? There's teams that, you know, they wear their heart on their sleeve, or the body language is just so telling of the atmosphere within the server, and that right there.
It's so tiring, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Get it. This is not 2016 anymore, right? Like, where players are just, we'll do whatever we want, we'll not talk to each other during the game and still somehow win the game, right? And do mental stuff like that. You need to be professional. You need to understand what it takes to win, especially for players that have been around for so long. Like Major, Voxic, and Xantares have been around for 10 years now. Even longer than that.
Longer that for Major, for sure. But this is what it's like. Okay, so let's say the tilt factor sets in. A few things are happening. One, you're getting more huffs and puffs or blaming each other. The other, people are shutting down and not communicating.
Yeah.
Right. And either of those things take away from you being able to play your C game, let alone your B or your A game, right? And then you have it on the other side in terms of emotions and all of this. Winning an event like this, the flip side.
But they've won events.
Yeah, I know, but
they won Bucharest.
Not like this.
Changed. Nothing changed.
No, this is the thing, though. The biggest thing was them taking steps on a stage, and this is Arena Light. They were able to win some games, but you bang on. That mentality in these games can't happen. For Na'Vi, we've seen them, you know, be down in the dumps and pick themselves up, but they also know what it takes to win in an environment like this or bigger. And that's why for them, the emotional side is not about, okay, like there's going to be lots of learnings from this. You look at the run, it's not the most impressive in World Counter-Strike, but the confidence from winning, right, how does that set up the rest of the season? That's my biggest question, and one that we can't really answer.
Is this graphic just production telling us, yo, wrap it up? Like, I'm running out of things to show. Like,
900 emails in my inbox.
Yo, straight into that phone of yours, Chad.
Yeah, see if there's a way I can like batch.
You clear out your inbox?
Can you just do reply all and say, guys, I expect you to vote for me at the...
Oh, that would have been a great idea.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, look, I'll see if I can come up with... Yeah, all right, we'll see what we can work on.
Yeah, we'll draft that.
All right.
We'll draft that. Thank you so much for joining us up here, Chad. I know, like, I get this once a year that you're... And I know this isn't like a traditional desk, right?
That's well, it's just not. It's not a desk, but it is a desk.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I thoroughly enjoy it.
He's not an analyst, he's a pundit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom Eric. Shout out to him one time. Look, it's always fun doing different things, right? Doing interviews the other day. It's always
it's true.
Try to do some different stuff. It's fun.
What's been your favorite part of this EPL, Chad? What has it been?
Oh, I think playing Rats. That's what Henry said was his favorite, so I'll take him there. No, I think when we did the